Yeah, I'm Ross Flowerday with his son Kurt. We're Flowerday Contracting, which is a family business run by myself and Marie and Kurt. We've been in the industry since 1983, been harvesting grapes for more than 30 years. So we started in about 2000 with our own machines in about 2004 or 5, somewhere in that region. Then in about 2012, we became involved with the Marlborough Grape Co-op. We then decided that we would purchase new machines to look at doing the harvesting for the co-op. And in 2014, we purchased 2 Pellenc 890s. We'd seen the 750 that they'd had out as a demonstrator machine the year before, and we liked the concept and the technology of the collection system.
The juice recovery was probably the main part, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And so we purchased 2 machines. I think they were 2 of the batch of the first 890s that come into the country. We believe that they did a good job, and we ran 3 machines for probably through until 2017 or thereabouts, and then we purchased a 4th machine, and now we're running 6 machines. We've got regular drivers that come back year after year, and they enjoy coming back.
Yeah, they're easy to operate.
Kurt's more on the operation side of things, as far as training the operators and running the repairs and maintenance of them, and as well, and also of trainer driving.
I'm Kurt Flowerday. I'm a director of Flowerday Contracting. My main role is looking after the harvesters, training people to drive them, which is most of the time fairly easy. We've purchased 8, haven't we? In total, we've purchased 8.
Yeah, we've sold 2.
Yeah. I've been driving since I was probably about 16. I started operating harvesters, and yeah, when we moved to these, we found them a lot easier for driving, and a lot simpler to use. Yeah, we've noticed quite a few changes over the years. From each year seems to be improvements, and you can see that every year, because I think we've just about got every year. We've sold the original 2, but now we've just about got a rolling all the way through the fleet. It's just there's a year apart, and you can notice little changes every year. Really good at for working out how many more tonnes you've got to finish a block. Growers are always wanting to know how many tonnes per hectare they're getting, which is after 10-15 minutes you can get a pretty accurate reading of what the block's going. We haven't so much touched and got into doing all our yield mapping and that yet. We're still looking at all that data, but yeah, we're looking forward to sort of diving into that a bit deeper.
Yeah, well, 2023 harvest was a pretty good harvest. It was slightly above average yield, but good, clean, quality fruit. It started a bit later than it has in the past few years, but getting back to a more what I'd class as a typical year, starting in the last week of March and going through until the second half of April. A lot of the wine companies left the fruit a little bit longer, so it was a bit riper, which actually made harvesting probably slightly easier. Fruit seemed to come off better than what it had when in previous 2 or 3 years where we'd been under the COVID regime, where a lot of the wine companies just wanted to get it off. But yeah, overall it's been a good season. The bulk of our harvesting is done for the Marlborough Co-op and also for Spring Creek Wineries. Our part is to put it in trucks, and as far as we're concerned, as long as we've done a good job up until then, got it on board the trucks, the responsibility becomes someone else's. Yeah, look, and that's one of the original reasons why we went to the Pellenc 890 was because of the select process. Gave a good, clean sample, and the juice recovery was better. So that was one of the main selling points as far as we were concerned when we were purchasing.
Yeah, so we won probably 3 through the season doing multifunction. We run 3 pluckers now. We've had the original drum plucker, Pellenc drum plucker. We've run them for maybe 10 years, the drum pluckers. And then just recently in the last 2 years we purchased a new soft touch. Yeah, so and we also do a bit of trimming. We've got a MAV mounted trimmer. What did we do? We bought a Rebold post driver for one, and that works really good, nice and safe.
Sprayer, we've run a sprayer for 6 years, yes. 7 years, something like that.
But yeah, it is handy being able to do different things throughout the year with them.
And we've really got to start looking at more multi-function.
That's one of the other key drivers when we were looking, was the maintenance costs, and that's why we originally went with them. And then they were so simple, even I was able to learn how to do everything.
We do get good service from Hydroladder, especially over harvest when they're available 24/7, and that's most appreciated with the support that we get from the crew in here in town. So we thank you for that.